Welcome to Seed to Life. I hope you are doing well. In my last video on Malabar spinach, that was the part 1 of Malabar spinach series, I talked about how I grow Malabar spinach plants from seeds every year. I also talked about how to care for these plants and growing requirements. We also saw how I harvest the seeds every year for the next season. But not everyone can have access to these seeds. So today I am going to share with you how to root Malabar spinach vine or cutting to start a new plant. It is very easy. So let's start harvesting leaves and stems. As I mentioned in my earlier video, both the leaves and stems of Malabar spinach are edible. I prefer thin stems and leaves for stir fry, but you can add the thick stems to soups. You can harvest the leaves using a clean pair of scissors. My plant is not very tall, so I want to grow it in length on the support. So I'm just going to take off the leaves and leave the stem alone. Now let's take a cutting so that we can see how to grow this plant from cuttings. The cutting should be about 8 to 10 inches long and take as many as possible because we don't know how many of them will survive, so we have to increase the chances of success. Now we are harvesting leaves from the another plant, and you can see that the leaves are not as healthy as the leaves that we got from the previous plant. The previous plant leaves had like very beautiful green luscious color, and they were very shiny and looking healthy, and these are very dull and dark. So this is not a pest damage. It happened because the plant had to undergo a bad trauma due to storm. Actually, the pot in which this plant is potted is a support for the grapevine next to it, and what happened, due to the wind, heavy wind, the entire structure broke down, and that is the reason the plant is damaged and it is looking dull. But currently there is no pest damage to this plant. We are done with harvesting the leaves, and now we are going to root our cuttings. To root the cuttings, we will remove all the big leaves, leaving only top few newest leaves. Then place the cutting in a bottle that is filled with little bit of water. About 1 inch of water is enough. I'm going to use this old hot sauce bottle. I'm going to place the cutting in that bottle and then leave that bottle in a window where it gets at least few hours of sunlight daily. Within just 3 to 4 days, you will see the roots sprouting from the bottom of the stem. And you don't have to immediately plant them at that point because there are more roots that are going to grow from the stems, and they are going to get longer and more developed. So you just wait for another week or so, let the roots grow in length, and when they are finally ready to go in the soil, that time you will plant them. Now I want to share with you one interesting thing that happened when I was trying to root these cuttings. I kept these cuttings in water and placed them next to a sink, and because of the high moisture content in that particular spot, it started rooting quickly. Like within 2 to 3 days I could see the roots sprouting. But not just that, I could see the roots or the elevations on the sides of the stems. So there were roots that were developing on the sides of the stems, and that was very interesting, and I want to show you those root buds or the elevations that I can feel. And it is very rough, and you can see here these are the elevations, and they are very rough, and if they are left in water or in like wet soil, they will definitely grow roots. There is one more thing that I want to talk about, and that happened in my case, is that if you wait too long after the roots have sprouted, or if you forget to change the water some days, then the roots can start decaying. For example, in my case, what happened, I left this cutting in the water for very long, and after 2 weeks I should have immediately planted it, but I just waited like few more days, and one or two roots, they started decaying, they turned black. So I decided to remove those damaged roots and planted only the healthy ones. To plant the cuttings, we need soil that is healthy and rich in organic matter. It should be fluffy so that it doesn't impinge on the roots. The roots are very new at this point and they don't like to be squished. The soil should be able to hold the moisture so that it doesn't dry out the roots, but also at the same time it should be able to allow the proper drainage so it doesn't cause root rot. Also, at this point I don't add any fertilizers because the plant's root system is not established enough to process these fertilizers. So I wait until the plant is established well, and then we can provide it with additional nutrients. To plant the cuttings, I moistened the soil and then I dug a hole in the center of the pot and gently placed the cutting inside. I didn't put the cutting very deep, I placed it very superficially and covered it with about 1 inch of soil and then supported it with a stake. For the first few days, I am going to avoid direct sunlight and let the plant establish first. Once I know that the plant is fine, I will gradually move it to a semi-shade area where it gets at least couple of hours of sunlight. And then when it is finally ready, then I will move it out in the direct sunlight. Since Malabar spinach is a summer vegetable, it loves sunny location. And this is how you grow Malabar spinach plants from cuttings. If you have any more questions, post your questions in the comment sections below and I will try my best to give you the answers. If you haven't already watched the first part of this video, please watch it so that you have a better idea about other growing requirements for these plants and how to better care for these plants.
Thank you for watching my video. If you like the channel, please subscribe to my channel Seed to Life and post your suggestions in the comment sections below. Click on the bell icon to get notified about the new videos and updates. Thank you again. See you soon.